Hi. Good evening. I hope everyone's had a good day. Welcome to the jungle. Tonight I'm a giraffe. I feel a bit like a giraffe. So I went in. I decided I've not had any caffeine today. That's it. Day one done. Boom. I've got a selection of teas, and I did go and buy some decaf coffee because for some reason I'm a weirdo and I like the taste. But I'm going to try and wheedle that off. I've only had 2 cups of decaf, and that was this evening. It's weird, isn't it? Because when you're younger, I remember looking at my parents like, well, what? And this just reminded me because someone else spoke about this in a video I watched yesterday, but it's so true. Like when I was younger, I used to look at my parents like, are you crazy? What are you drinking that nasty stuff for? And then even when I first had it, I was like, what it's all the rage, isn't it? Everyone's drinking coffee when I started work after uni, and everyone was drinking it, and I was like, all right, I'll try. And I didn't even like it the first few times, so I just persevered with it. And then I kind of ended up, I don't know, maybe I don't even like it still. I've just convinced myself that I do. I don't know. We'll see, try and wheedle it out over time. And I've had my last cigarette. So this comes with a warning, because I am going to be a nightmare. I know myself well. My diva level is going to reach new dizzy heights. But if I really want to hit my goals, then it's just what I need to do. I've got some videos actually. I just watched this one about can I just say I'm loving everybody right about now, because everyone's sharing info like for the greater good. It's just awesome. So I watched this video about fatty liver and the foods and how to de-fatty your liver, like that. So it was actually really interesting. It's not very long, so I'll share that. What else? I'll tell you as well. What's going to make the diva level reach a new stratosphere in the next 5 days is because it's. I'll put my hands up and say I'm not I do not deal with 5 days of the month very well. And it is those 5 days. And then I'm giving up caffeine and fags. And I'm already a diva. Jeez. It's going to be hard work. But it'll be worth it in the end. I won't always be a bitch. What else was I going to say to you? I'm so tired as well. I don't know whether it's the caffeine or what. But I feel like a sloth. Like just crawling around like, oh, I'm so tired. That girl that's gone. This is for the ladies, for the divas, the goddesses, beautiful ladies. You've got to be careful out there in a minute. It's not about being afraid, it's about not being afraid. It's just to do with that girl that's gone missing, Sarah Everard, and we need to just think. I hope my thoughts go out to her family, and all the people that are involved in that case at the moment. But what I mean is, to just think about things like not be walking home on our own. Also, everyone everywhere should really take some kind of self-defense. In fact, I'll put some links in. You get sort of the top what they called, like personal security guards for like, there's videos from these guys saying, right, these are like the top 5 moves. Basically, lay someone out if you were to be attacked or put upon. The ones that take the least amount of effort, the least time, and also least amount of weight. You can do, there's certain pressure points on your body and stuff like that, just knock someone out. You need to know these. You need to think, you just need to know these kind of things. And it's not so that we're out there laying people out all the time. It's so that you just protect yourself if something was to happen, and you walk with more confidence when you know these things, when you know how to look after yourself, when you know how to protect yourself. And that's what we should be teaching every girl and woman of any age, to how to do these things, because there is a massive problem. I mean, there's no point hiding it like we have done for the last how many thousand years. It's 1 in 3. Like, that is a lot. You need to learn how to protect yourself. It's not about, like I said, it's not using weapons. It's not using. It's just knowing the pressure point, just so you can disarm somebody and run, even if something was to happen. It's not about staying in your house quaking with fear. Nah, no fear. No. It's about knowing the signs, knowing the people to avoid, knowing the situations to avoid. All of those things. If you listen to this is back to that. If you listen to your intuition, if you listen to your inner guidance, you don't, surround yourself with bad people with bad intentions, or get yourself into situations, and and a lot of that is like, it is like alcohol and drug related, because you can get yourself into some tricky situations because you're not making good decisions at any point, and that's when people will take advantage of you. They will use you. They will use your vulnerability. They'll be able to spot you from a mile away, and they'll use you. So it's just, it's better to just not even put yourself in the situation. We need to make sure that we need to be teaching these girls from young, to try and stop these. And I've been watching that. I'm going to put some links into this other thing as well. It's a podcast, and it's an interview with an FBI profiler for child abuse, right? And there's studies that say, if you're raped or abused sexually as a child, Yeah. Boys or girls. It does something to your brain. It separates, you've got two halves of your brain. You've got an emotional side, your rational logic side. And when these, I don't know what we want to call them, let's just call them demons. When these demonic fuckers do this shit to children, it separates their emotional, as I said, emotional, and it means that they don't, obviously they're children anyway, they don't understand what's happening. They do not understand what is happening. They think it is their fault. They think and the separation of that emotional side, the rational side, means that when they grow up, it basically makes them into a slave. I say them, anybody that this happens to, the sheer act of rape. There's studies on it. I'm going to share this thing. It takes that from them. It takes their ability to think rationally and emotionally at the same time. And that is why it can be fixed. And this woman is obviously, she's a psychologist, can be healed, obviously. But that is what it does. That is what these evil fuckers are doing. These children. They're breaking them. They're taking their innocence and then they're making them slaves to them. And as they grow up, you either continue with that sort of same, where you're going to be sort of drawn towards people that will treat you that same way, if that makes sense. Or you're going to become what you hated in the first place. So it's really, 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 really important that we stop this. And we stop the cycle of abuse, and also stop not talking about it. Not talking about it and not exposing these people and not making them pay. It has gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control everywhere, in every country. And the systems aren't there to support it, and the money is not spent on the systems that need to support it, or on the police, or on the carers, or on the social services, or on the mental health service. None of it is spent on this massive fucking elephant in the room, which is global, and millions of children are taken and raped and murdered and eaten. And I hate to go down on this tip, but it is a fact. It is not all right. It's just, I find it staggering that it has gotten to this level, that it's gone on so long, that we've been so afraid to talk about any of these problems. The reason everything is so bad is because nobody is, stiff upper lip, we can't speak about this, we can't speak about these problems outside our own. No, speak about it. Speak about it all. Every single problem, because until we speak about them, we can't solve them. and we're all the same. And the other thing I don't like as well, going on from the drug talk I was saying about yesterday, is this sort of attitude of, oh, certain people look at certain drugs with like their nose down. It's like, mate, you can't fucking do that to me. You're like addicted to prescription drugs. See what I'm saying? Or caffeine. I'm going to put a list, a video into caffeine. Caffeine, I almost threw up when I heard the effects that has on your mind and body. You think that that's all right, the way that it's promoted and advertised and is in a lot of shit. But it isn't. It has a massive and detrimental effect on your mind and your body. But it's been in everything for so long. People even use it as a like, oh yeah, it's a health tip. No, mate. No, do some research. I'm going to put the video in. There's so many addictions, and everyone's addicted to so many things, and things that they would say, oh, that's not an addiction. Mate, it is. Yeah, straight facts. Everyone has got an addiction. They've probably got more than one. And addiction isn't a dirty, seedy thing, because at the end of the day, everyone has one. We've all got demons. We've all got more than one demon, and we're all going through this battle 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So nobody has the right to judge people and kind of give it that air of, oh, it's only those lowly folk down there that, you know, that don't have any money or in poor areas that have these problems, says you taking opioids. So can we just strip that back? Because it is an absolute waste of fucking time being so judgmental about these things. We've all got problems. And frankly, we need to sort these out, because we need to sort these bigger problems out. Like saving our fucking children from being raped and being like, it's 1 in 5 that your child will be kidnapped or taken off the street. This is in the UK. God knows what it is ever in other countries. Why are we not even worried about these numbers? We need to be helping the police. Like this thing here now. Yeah, we can't be. Then I was worried that they were going to try and make out, you know, there should be now some sort of fear of policemen. There shouldn't. They're all trying so desperately hard all of the time. We don't see, because in any other time, nobody normally gives a shit unless it's the odd case that they hear about, and that will be some really horrendous case, because that's all that gets in the news. But you don't see that they are working so hard, all like the NHS. Like all of our frontline workers, like the Army, the Navy, the RAF. These people work hard, doing a hard job to save lives, to protect us. So. And they're not supported. They're not supported by government properly, because they don't have enough money. And then also, they have us lot that don't support them normally either, because we're being nasty to them. We're going in drunk all the time, abusing staff. It's not an easy job. Any of those jobs. The things that they must have to see, hear, do, deal with all day, every day, and they don't get no mental health support either. And then they're not getting no pay rise. After this last 12 months, are you off your fucking head? I'd rather sack them all and give their salaries to the services that actually are on the front line. I genuinely. What have you done? Like, I swear. It's so corrupt. So many U-turns, so many bad decisions. Yes, there are good decisions here, there, and everywhere. But really? You can't even defend yourselves. You break your own, you make rules and break them yourself. How can we trust you? We can't trust the fucking word that comes out of any of your mouths. Not a word. And I know that because I've read the budget. And I know that because I've researched it on the government website. And I know that because I go through the contracts. I know. So what are we paying you for? Seriously. We vote for you to make decisions for us, the best decisions for us. That's the only reason you voted. That's the only reason you're there. And there's not many of you in there that are making good decisions. They're not making unbiased decisions, not making impartial decisions, not making equal decisions, not making can't even think of the word now. Yeah. And then you want to give yourselves pay rises and basically stick your fingers up to the people that have taken care of this country better than you have for the last 12 months. Just doesn't make sense. Where is all the money? Anyway, I told you. See, look, listen. Yeah, I told you at the beginning I was going to get demon stratospheric. Like what? See, I know myself there, don't I? Look. Oh God, Zen. Namaste. The point is true though. Every day that passes, I'm just getting more annoyed. Not like with life, because I'm happy with what I'm doing. But just with certain things, and the thing, what happens is, 2 seconds. Sorry. The thing that happens, right, when you beat your demons, is everything becomes a lot clearer. And these people stick out like beacons from hell. Their lies, you just like, you can just be like, oh mate, look, I can see into your soul. And then I'll double check it, but I knew it from the get-go. Fucking bullshit. So what else was I going to say? I think I need to take myself to bed, to be honest. But I tell you what it was. There's a lolathon on for comic relief on BBC. So get yourself down there. Everyone likes a lol. And there was another. I'll just put some links in from things that I've read today that I found so helpful. Oh yeah, the clear thing, that's it. It feels like I mean, obviously, because when certain products and things were created in the past, we might not have known, obviously, because science and everything improves as the time goes on. So when they're first used, there wouldn't have been, certain things about caffeine, let's say, they weren't known when it first started being used. And that's the same across the board, isn't it? What the problem is that these people have then since discovered certain things, and then they're just hiding it from the general public because they're like, oh, but, I've made a multi-billion-dollar business on the back of this product. I can't, they're so greedy. Like, they don't want to go, oh, actually, we've since, science has moved on and we've since discovered this is actually really bad for you. We're not going to tell you that. We're just going to let you keep buying it. And there's so many of those. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'll put in some links. I've signed up to all the Harvard, MIT. I'm getting their newsletters. Love that. Love you guys. I love a big brain. Yeah. So thoughts go. Oh, Sarah Everard's memorial in Clapham is this weekend. I can't find a link to it, but I saw it on the press preview. So it's in Clapham Common this weekend for Sarah Everard for a memorial. So I'm gonna go. I was trying to see if I can find it. I can't remember what day it is. There's that. I think I'm done. I'm really tired. I think I've ranted. I've got out my rant. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have some more information. I was supposed to do my budget review with you, but as I say, I've been in such a sloth mood today because of my no caffeine last fag, and it's that time of the month. I'm always a bitch. Soz. So I'm going to take myself to bed, get some Z's, catch up, wake up tomorrow fresh, fag free, caffeine free. Let's go. I'm sure I won't be this chirpy when I wake up in the morning. But it's only day one. Let's see. Anyway, hopefully I haven't bored you to tears. But I just really wanted to rant, frankly, and send my love to everybody. Especially anyone that's really struggling today. And all those police and Sarah Everard's family. Oh yeah, I'll put the links in. So, love you. Hazard, yay!